Hi, today I'm going to talk about how to get Battle Pass levels fast from playing Save the World. So fairly recently, Fortnite changed so that Battle Pass XP could be earned whilst playing missions in Save the World. You can earn up to 600,000 Battle Pass XP per day, and that resets when the shop resets. What I'm going to demonstrate here is the quickest way that I have found to run missions to get Battle Pass XP. I'm going to run a low level retrieve the data mission, and so for this I made sure I'm on a private setting, and I'm going to use a Thunderthora loadout, and this is so that any husks that spawn, bearing in mind they're all going to be low level, will get killed well before they get anywhere near the objective. I've got a Guardian's Will with double movement speed on it, a low level AR that a boar picked up, and a Xenon bow to shoot down the balloon as quickly as possible. So the idea is to run this as fast as I can from this quest screen, running the timer until I get back to this quest screen so we can work out exactly how much time it takes. So I'm straight onto the map, straight down looking for as low a level retrieve the data as I can find. I found this power level 5 mission. Power level 5 is absolutely fine. You get exactly the same amount of Battle Pass XP from running the same kind of mission regardless of which zone and what level it is. So I will get the same Battle Pass XP for running this power level 5 retrieve the data as I will for running a power level 160 times 4 mission at the top of Twine. And as all we're trying to do is grind this XP as quickly as possible, it makes more sense to run the lowest level mission that I possibly can. This isn't necessarily the easiest way of getting Battle Pass XP. You can run an endurance, which takes about 2.5 hours for the full 30 waves, and get over 360,000 Battle Pass XP. And if you've built it so it's completely AFK, then you could set that off and go and do something else entirely and just passively earn the XP. The risk there obviously is that for some reason your endurance may fail and you get lowered rewards, but if you want to actively grind, this is kind of the quickest way of doing it. So as soon as I've loaded into the mission, I've switched over to my Guardian's Will so I can run faster, and that's boosted by having Fleetfoot Ken as well. And I've looked up into the sky to find out where the objective is, because what I want to do is get to the objective as quickly as possible so that it triggers the second set of Ray's comments. So I've placed down 4 walls around the objective and 4 walls above them. I've edited those to put doors on them, and the reason for that is because smashers don't charge at doors and propanes don't throw their tanks at doors. Now at this level I'm not expecting any smashers or propanes, but because it's a mission alert there may be a mini boss, and that mini boss could be a smasher, in which case it would smash through the walls. So I've just placed down my base, and as you noticed, immediately the electrified floors took effect. The husks around me died. So now I can shoot down the balloon. I'm not even going to wait for Ray to finish talking. Shot that balloon down, and that then starts the part of the mission I can't hurry. So there are 16 files that need to be downloaded, and each of those files takes 30 seconds to download, which means you've got a full 8 minutes to wait. So I'm just going to clear out some of the other bits and pieces that are around, and now what I'm doing is I'm just chucking down a few floors just so that any husks that come anywhere near the objective take as much damage as possible. So if I get any riot huskies or any of the fatties, they will have more chance to take damage before they get anywhere near the objective. And now what I'm going to do, whilst that's sitting there ticking away, killing husks and storing the data, I'm going to run around the map so that I can pick up the extra XP that you get for exploring the zone fully. This is completely optional. Normally when you're running a retrieve the data, you get 3,800 XP for finding the landing zone and then 32,500 XP for recovering all of the files, which means that you get 36,300 XP as a base for running the mission, even if all you do is load into the mission, run to the objective, put walls around it, and then AFK it. But because I want to see how much I can get out of this one mission, I'm going to run around and try and fill up the zone. I've got nothing else to do for the next few minutes anyway, so I might as well. If you have other challenges or quests you need to do, you could do them in this time as well. Because I've got survivalist in my loadout, the husks that are getting killed on Thora's floors are healing me in the storm anyway, when I'm actually in the storm. And one of the reasons for starting to run around the map as quickly as possible is because that storm will close in quite quickly. And although the level of damage from the storm is fairly minimal, if you have other things that you want to be doing, like searching for chests or rescuing survivors, it's easier to do that when you're not getting constantly damaged by the storm. I've actually finished the challenge to rescue 1,000 survivors, 10,000 survivors, however many survivors it is. So I'm not going to go out of my way to rescue any survivors in this mission. If I happen to run across one, I will rescue it in general. I'm just checking my map now to see where I've still got fog of war, so that I can go and try and clear that bit off to get that bonus XP. There we go, there's the exploration badge. That gives me a little bit extra XP and boosts up my total for the match. We're now 6 minutes in, we've got 7 files in total downloaded, which means there's another 9 to go, which is another 4.5 minutes or thereabouts. Because it's a mini boss mission, I need to make sure that I'm back near the objective before the 10th file comes down, because that's when the mini boss will spawn, just in case it's one of those mini bosses that decides to act a bit funky and make a beeline straight for the objective. Because there are doors around the objective and everywhere near it, it shouldn't matter, but sometimes these husks can go a bit off script and smash other things randomly. So I'm going to check the objectives now, and each of these bars is worth an amount of XP, so I think it's 1600 XP for each one of these bars. So as you can see, there's combat, which is grinding up nice and easily because the husks are getting killed constantly. There's a building badge, so I'm going to run around and just spam a load of floors everywhere to grind that up a bit. Again, this is purely optional, it's just about trying to maximise how much XP I can get in one short mission. Not straying too far away. There we go, I'm halfway through the silver now, so I'm going to carry on. And I'm just going to build until I get to the end of the silver, because it's a bit of a waste of wood, and I know that I'm already near the daily cap, so there's no need for me to push it too far. So now I'm building arches, and the reason for this is if I were to put ramps or cones down, they are targetable blocks and could cause a smasher or propanes to throw at them. Again, they're not going to spawn in this mission, but it's just a habit that I've got into, that I only use floors and cones if I'm building trap tunnels that I want to kill husks in. If I'm trying to mess with the husk AI, I will avoid using ramps and cones as much as I can. just going to check. Now I've hit that silver, I'm happy with that. I'm not going to waste any more materials building that. As you can see, I've used quite a lot of wood running this mission, some of which I can get back from the recycling, but I'm not going to worry too much about going for it. So as well as the combat badge and the building badge, there's also a crafting badge. Now you can get a little bit of XP towards the crafting badge by knocking things down, but your best way of getting it is to craft weapons. If you craft a single power level 12 legendary weapon, you will fill up most, if not all, of the bar, and I believe you only need to craft 5 of those to max out that bar and get lots of bonus XP. So if you've got plenty of tier 1 materials lying around, that's a quick and easy way that you can just boost up your XP gains from a particular mission. I know I don't have very many tier 1 materials left because I've been using them whilst I've been doing this testing, and I'm very close to the 600,000 Battle Pass XP cap for today anyway, so I'm just going to farm up some wood and try and get back a few of my resources to make this cost as little as possible. And we're on to the last file now. Nothing has got anywhere near the objective, as you can see. Pretty much as soon as the husks walk onto the structures affected by the base, they are getting killed. And there we go, that's all of the files downloaded. So we're at under 11 minutes now, so what we've got to do is wait for Ray to finish her speech. There's no speed advantage to turning the audio off, and I tend to leave it on because you never know what other missions might be happening and going on at the time. So we're at 11 minutes, and now I'm just trying to wait to get back to the lobby as quickly as I can. So I'm skipping past all of these screens as quick as I can. And then we get the reward screens up. And you can see there I'd hit the maximum cap for XP. But there's all the XP for badges. There's the gold for killing the mini boss and the copper mighty fork. And there we are, back to the lobby in 11 minutes 43.7 seconds. So that's under 12 minutes there, and this is the best run that I had. So in a single 12-minute run I managed to clear 42,700 XP. So do that 5 times in an hour, taking 12 minutes, and that's 200,000, over 200,000 XP, which means you can clear all 600,000 in under 3 hours if you grind at it. If you choose not to go for the exploration badge and the building badge and the utility badge, you will get less XP per hour. It comes down, or less XP per mission, comes down to 36,000, which is still plenty. Thank you for watching.